In the new year, we signed off on all our variations, which are color choices and upgrades such as for kitchen, flooring, tapware, wall colors, joinery and insulation, and all those choices that go into a house. We try to keep additional costs to an absolute minimum, but some items were quite important to us and can't easily be changed later on, so we decided to upgrade in some areas. I really enjoyed this part of planning and visualizing each room coming together. We had to look at every little detail of the specs and noticed errors such as 3 toilets while we only need 2, or several missing windows, where we wonder what costs or delays these errors would have potentially added. You really need an eye for every detail and understanding of how it all comes together when trying to build a house. There will be a few things like the splashback tiling, wardrobe fit-out, electrical work, and some feature wall colors we'll be doing ourselves to save some money. Otherwise, we're currently practicing patience, as days of fine weather tick by without any building work happening on our site. We've become the annoying, nagging client, trying to move everything along as quick as possible. But the biggest holdup is currently our resource consent for the wastewater. And since it's such a new consent, we're told Council takes a very conservative approach. They send a senior ecologist to our section to inspect the significant ecological area that is made up of a few pines, weeds, kikuyu grass, and a couple of common native trees. Council raised 20 requests for more information, also called RFIs, where we need an engineer working on rectifying the septic field design over the next 4 weeks, adding this time to our consent process. After investigating these RFIs, I found out that they are sometimes used by Council as a delay tactic before deadlines run out. We aren't the only ones affected and having to pay thousands more because someone at Council was too overworked to process our application by their set deadline. It's extremely frustrating since Auckland is said to be in a housing crisis where new builds are encouraged. Yet it's made incredibly difficult, expensive and stressful to get to the building stage. We are a young family living on a tight budget, simply trying to build a family home, and we constantly feel beat down by a broken system. It's now February, and we could still be 2 months away from approval, and we applied 3 months ago. Only then we can submit for building consent, which will once again take a minimum of a month, most likely double, if not triple that time, considering the RFIs that can still be raised. So we can already picture diggers and trucks sliding and making a big mess on our slippery, wet slope when we might finally start building in winter.